Sandmeyer-Bryan, Cape May City Elementary, retired about a year and a half ago, and and I do still go down and help the Green Team and Earth Club because it's in my heart, and it's a continuation. I thought I would talk a little bit, thinking that there would be some schools here that don't have green teams yet or need to maybe rejuvenate their green teams, and just talk to people. So let me see if that's true. Is there anyone here that's from a school that does not have a current green team active? So a few. All right, awesome. So I just wanted to point out, we started the inaugural year for Cape May, or for Sustainable Jersey for Schools. I had our mayor talking to me ahead of that because Cape May was involved in Sustainable Jersey, and he kept saying, your school is doing so much, you need to show it. This is a program, it's going to happen next year, it's going to be available for schools. So we got in on the inaugural year, and it was true. We had already been doing so many of the actions that were pointed out, and it was a chance for us to say, look, you know, this is legitimate. We're not just tree huggers and, you know, recycle this, recycle that. This is legitimate, and that's one thing I loved about Sustainable Jersey, is it really legitimized what a lot of us knew for years. So that was a plus. We had a wellness council. We had been involved in Rutgers with a wellness grant, and we had a wellness council. So and Cape May City Elementary is small. We are pre-K through 6, and how many kids? 175. At some point, a couple hundred, but right now 175. So small school, gorgeous campus. We have wetlands, we have forests, fields. So we decided we don't need 2 separate meetings. We'll have a wellness council / green team. So I would say the first thing that's really important, and something that happened the last couple years to some schools, is if you don't build a team, if you don't have a lot of different areas represented, if you don't have a parent involved, an administrator involved, custodians, staff, a union member, board member. We have a couple board members on the green team, and I'm going to talk currently because I'm still involved, even though I'm not at the school, but the 2 board members that we have that are part of the team, one of them can come to a couple meetings, the other one doesn't get to the meetings, but she wants to stay current with, you know, minutes of what's going on. So, and very supportive. So team building, because if you don't have a team and you have somebody like me that was kind of the pusher, the leader, and you retire, then the whole thing falls apart. And that has happened in schools across New Jersey. There's a number of schools that have just kind of dropped off the map. I say it's COVID. I say there were priorities, and as things get happening again, they'll come back. But there are principals that head up the green team, and then they get moved, and a lot of retirees. So building a team is super important. And even in the elementary school, we had a couple of students on our green team. We started out looking at what we were already doing. And then, as we met, we looked at what actions needed to be prioritized, and also what our interests are. So if somebody was really interested in the gardens, maybe they took on that action. If somebody was more interested in energy savings, if somebody was more interested in community liaisons. So we broke into teams. Now, at the height of this, or back 1819, we had 19 green team members. And I would say at least a dozen would come to our monthly meetings. But a lot of our work got done not during the meetings. That was just kind of organizing. So we took a look, we prioritized as a group, and we started working on different things. Also looking at curriculum, because when we first started, those curriculum, the classroom actions were worth more points. Now they're only worth 5 points. But you know, there were teachers doing things already in their classroom. So, enough said. I can't say, and those of you that are involved, you already know this, I can't say, give a high enough rating to Sustainable Jersey and Sustainable Jersey for Schools I'm most knowledgeable about. It is a great website. They are always improving it. You can go on, you don't have to be like, we don't know what to do. It is all there. You're available, other people are available, but on that website, you can see exactly what all the other schools are doing. You can see what actions that you can search. Oh, we're interested in doing this. Wonder what other schools are doing. You can search that action. You can see exactly what they wrote up. You can see exactly what they sent in as a documentation. So it's a great website. Also, Sustainable Jersey has grants. Now, I will say we never got a $10,000 grant. We tried. And maybe they weren't fleshed out enough, but oh yeah, that's true, through the city. We did collaborate with the city, and we have a wind turbine that was through the Cape May City Green Team. But we did get, I would say, at least 3 or 4 $2,000 grants, and they go a long way. That's nothing to sneeze at. And a lot of those helped. We got all new recycling. Somebody mentioned about we need recycling and a garbage. Well, if you don't have a recycling can right next to the garbage can, a lot of you know this. In fact, I think it was the ACUA that taught me this. So we got recycling for every classroom, every hallway. We got composters. We enhanced our gardens. So anyway, $2,000 can go a long way. 2 other things that are really important, and then that's it. One is communications. Whether somebody's on the green team or not, communications and keeping up with that, obviously, I mean, you guys all know that. It's very important. Because we wanted to reach beyond who was in the green team, reach all the parents, all, you know, the families, other staff, a little bit the community. We came up with a newsletter. We did print it out on paper, but it was also online, and we went more towards the online. And it was called The Leaf, but it also worked for documentation, because we could say, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. So not only was it communicating what we were doing, but it served as documentation. And last, I think the first year we had a bronze, we achieved bronze. The next 2 times we achieved silver, which is a lot harder. And this year, the green team has been active, and we probably could have pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and achieved silver, but you all that are still in the classroom, you know it's still not back to normal. And so we decided, let's do what we're doing, and so I think we will be achieving bronze and not push for silver. But after we got our silver in 1819, we were so proud of ourselves, and we decided you don't just celebrate with the team, and you don't just put it in a newsletter. So you have to help me. So we had a celebration for the whole school, and a lot of people didn't know what all we were doing. So we had a paper, but we had a cake, and we ordered out, the board agreed to order food, and we had a lunch for the whole staff with a big cake, and with all of these telling all the different actions that we did. And so it was an easy way for them to see the points and the action, and then a little bit about that. So, you know, for instance, community assets, brochure at the front office and online, and so forth. I think that's probably enough.